And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals. Let's go and finales here of the WardiTV Monday. WardiTV Monday number 53. We are back. We have returned into our best of 5, and spawning in the bottom hand corner of ley lines, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player, the South Green Protoss, the Streamer Zone. It is NightMare. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our grand finals best of 5. Here we go. We have a PvP before us here, which we are used to at this point, for sure. There are definitely some players missing from tonight's broadcast. We mentioned it before, but Hero and Clem, they were, of course, busy with Masters of the game over the weekend, so they're not here. Hero is still traveling, and Clem is still resting after said endeavor. We were also missing Cure. And coming into this, we were leading towards a certain set of players, of course. We were leaning towards players like Rogue, or Classic, of course. But Rogue, who did he fall to? Rogue, he went down to NightMare. Classic also went down to NightMare as well. And Björn just went down to NightMare. Not an easy road. You can definitely argue that NightMare had a more difficult road to the finals than MaxPax. NightMare took down Rogue, Classic, and Björn. So very impressive run here by NightMare, already exceeding expectations, taking down one top player from every race, and now up against MaxPax. Oh boy, here we go. A very different kind of Protoss player, to be fair. Very different kind. As for now, 2-gate opener. 2-gate opener out of NightMare, 2-gate opener out of MaxPax. We have an Adept Stalker opener out of our blue Protoss, likewise Sentry Stalker out of NightMare. So NightMare playing more standard, playing more safe. MaxPax a little bit more assertive, a little bit more aggressive. Yep, even going for a Stargate before expanding. Again, if you know anything about MaxPax in current meta, he is very fond of Stargate play, very fond of it. Stargate play. As he can make use of oracles like no other. Oh, the stasis traps. As energy overcharge has affected PvP quite a bit by assisting the oracle. Adept does pull away. And MaxPax catching out the first Stalker. Oh, brutal loss here. As the first Stalker does get away. Just barely. Gets away, Bobby. Gets away. Meanwhile, shout out to Captain Fish in the chat. God, Bobby, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime for 10 months, Bobby. 10 months. Este Fish. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you've had a great time. Everything else. I know we've been missing Captain Fish recently in Sea Ducking Opens. Where is the fish? Where is he? Ah, SMH. Get your ladder games in. Make sure you ladder. As both players are getting to blink Stalkers, so far the Oracles haven't dealt any critical damage, but it's not about dealing damage early on, it's about how much they can gain value over time with their stasis traps. And with their pulsar beams. We'll get there. Second Oracle has arrived, 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. Don't have time and the motivation to ladder. Ah, smudge. 18% win rate? Oh no. Not like this. So Oracles 8 dip into the main, getting 1, 2, 3 probe kills. Did I say 3? Oh, this is critical damage. 7 probes going down. Adepts taking shade away. Did I say 7? Getting up to 8. Getting up to 8 probes. And NightMare just being pulled apart. Just being pulled apart here. The Adept does squeeze away. The Oracles 8 dip into the main base. Thankfully, NightMare is in position. Thankfully, he's ready. But losing that many workers early on, NightMare, he has to commit. He has to move out. He only has 2 gateways. Does he throw down 2 more? What's the plan? We gotta do something. Do we expand? It looks like that is the plan here. And Pro moves out. Oh. Not to expand. We're setting it for a proxy. Okay. MaxPax, he checks a couple of seconds too soon. There it is. Going down the pylon. And we should be getting ready for an all-in. Again, like NightMare, he's lost too many workers. We gotta commit. There's the third. Let's show us the proxy. And there it is. Get the pressures on NightMare. MaxPax, he checks, he confirms. No, he finds the pylon. Yeah, it does find it. NightMare gets distracted to save the pylon, which means MaxPax moves in, forcing a cancel. Oh, but he's trying to. NightMare does come back in time. He will hold, he will defend. Does force a cancellation on the gateway. Double Oracle into the main. It's gonna be another 4 dead workers. So no proxy, no way to reinforce or to harass. 4 more probe kills, and MaxPax just getting further ahead. At this point, he's just getting further ahead. The one thing that MaxPax is lacking is the forge. So later forge timing, later +1. There's gonna be a stronger upgrade timing for NightMare, but it may not matter, to be honest. As MaxPax just has numbers on his side. Oh boy. Here he's moving in. Setting up the stasis traps. Here, better concave for MaxPax. Trying to bait the army in. Oh. Let's try to bait. At the same time, Oracle into the natural. 6 more probe kills. Oh no, it gets baited. Doesn't get dragged into the stasis. Does get caught. And now MaxPax is going for the kill. Going for the expansion. GG gets called, and MaxPax takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, MaxPax, he is renowned for this style. Going for the Stargate into Oracle into Adept Harass. He was able to cripple the economy early on, and he was able to kill NightMare purely with harassment, purely with aggression. If you remember, NightMare, he was forced into an all-in, but the all-in got scattered, got shut down, and then he was just stuck at home, falling further behind. GG. GG, well played. And with that, MaxPax takes the lead, and now we get into game number 2. Now, what we just saw at MaxPax, we should be seeing more of the same. We should be seeing, once again, Stargate opener into an expansion, into Oracle harass, into Adept harass. That is MaxPax's go-to. Not easy to keep up with. Go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Incorporeal, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss, representing StarCraft Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player, the South Green Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is NightMare. Go. As we are setting up, as we are going to be settling in, and so far MaxPax does have lead in the series, and again we saw that NightMare had a very hard time keeping up with the harassment of MaxPax, the Adept harass, the Oracle harass. We got to tighten up, we got to lock in. Back. Let's go. So now we have our 2-gate open at NightMare. He does hide a pylon, so a fake proxy pylon out of our red Protoss. Cheeky move. Remember, MaxPax, because of the probe scout, he does count. He does see that the pylon is missing. He knows. Like, he knows something is wrong, something is amiss. It could be an all-in. And NightMare, he's hoping for an overreaction. Double adept. MaxPax, he does not take the bait. Opens up double. Oh, never mind, he does. Double adept into a robo. Uh-oh. So MaxPax, with a robo opener, this is a hard counter to a proxy. But there is no proxy. Yeah, there is no proxy setup. So MaxPax, he might turn this into his own aggressive build. He might have to. Here he's moving out. You can see he's got one probe on the right, he's got one probe on the left. He is looking for the proxy, he's trying to figure out what's going on. We know there's nothing, but MaxPax is still trying to confirm. Yep, third gateway. One base all in. One base all in. MaxPax, he sees that there's an expansion. So MaxPax, because he reacted with a robo, he's now turning this into a one base all in. He has to. Otherwise, he'll just fall behind. And he should soon be pushing. And here comes a prism. Here comes the move out. Let's go. Ooh, a bit of a move command. Yeah, brutal move command. MaxPax actually gets caught out. NightMare shoots first. NightMare has the high ground as well. It's just really rough positioning for MaxPax twice now. He walks into the army, stuck on the low ground. Really rough start for the blue Protoss. He attempts to get into the main. Sentries are waiting. Now remember, the longer this game goes on, the better it is for NightMare. And less MaxPax can find some damage. He needs to. Move in. They focus on the prism. Not bad. And MaxPax is running out. So he's gonna lose everything. Yeah, MaxPax, he will lose everything here. He'll lose the prism, the adepts, the stalkers. He'll lose so much momentum. Still has the immortal at least. That's true, I guess. But again, it all just came down to the misread at the start of the game. Remember, how did this game start? MaxPax, he saw that there was a pylon missing, so he assumed it was a proxy and he went for a robo. And it led into this kind of game state. So really rough start at the MaxPax. Really rough misread. Meanwhile, NightMare just happily mining. We do get some decent force fields from both sides. The Immortal is trapped and the Immortal should go down. Yeah, massive big up. GG gets called and NightMare ties up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, just a brutal start out of MaxPax. He gambled. He did gamble. He had hoped, he had assumed that there was an all-in coming his way, that there was a proxy gateway or proxy robo. He blindly went for the robo himself, and in the end, wasn't the correct call. In the end, wasn't. I mean, he was working with incomplete information. As we mentioned before, it was a big gamble there for MaxPax, and a gamble that he did not excel at. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. And with that, we're now getting into Pylon for game number 3. We're tied up. Tied up 1-1. And we'll see who takes the lead in the series. Who takes the lead? And spawning in the top left-hand corner here of Pylon, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss. We have the Danish Protoss representing Storm Gaming. Oh. Being forced into a TAD series, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is NightMare. Tying up the series 1-1. Did have a successful kind of fake out in game number 2, and do we do it again? I wouldn't be opposed to throwing down a Pylon, and this time committing to a real proxy. Just send it back. It might even be MaxPax's turn. Just scouting. Moving in for the scout. Go. From here, we're settling in, and NightMare, yep, he's going for it. He's committing this time. So, game number 2, we saw a fake proxy out of NightMare. This time it's real. This time it's very real, and this time he's going to commit. MaxPax, the mind games are real because he scouts. He sees that a Pylon is missing, and after what just happened in the last game, how does he respond? Like, MaxPax, what's the plan? Are we thinking that he's faking out again? And NightMare, he's committing, of course, with a real proxy robo. MaxPax, he will scout. Yeah, nice scouting. He does check the center of the map immediately, and he will find and confirm the all-in. He knows. He sees, he knows. Oh, he already threw down the Stargate. This is where a robo would have been ideal, but he does go for the Stargates. This is going to be a bit of a shakier defense. Not impossible. So the way this works, this should be proxy, so this should be an Oracle, I should say. This should be an Oracle first to get across the map into Void Ray production. Actually, true, because the early scouts, MaxPax, can he focus on the Pylon? He might be able to. Pylon is getting low. Yeah, the Pylon is low. The Pylon's going to get depowered. MaxPax, he walls up back at home. Oh, not quite. Sorry, NightMare denies it. Nicely done. Gets into the mineral line, gets 1, 2, 3, getting up to 4 probes. Do we get 5? Do we get 6? Jesus. Miscontrol. Takes down the Adept. And gets a 6th worker. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, a bit of miscontrol towards the end. Bit of mistargeting. The robo stays powered. I mean, had to replace the Pylon if I'm mistaken. Yeah, had to replace the Pylon. So for a nice economic damage, Adept gets thrown away. It's 1 more probe. Gets 1 more. Void Ray production has begun. The Immortal's on the way. And this is still going to be close. No shield battery. But the Oracle takes a lot of damage. The Void Ray has arrived. There's 1 shield battery. Remember, the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. And that Prism is late. Because the Immortal was late. Because the Robo got depowered. So everything is slightly delayed. It all adds up. Drops into the main base. He does get in. Yeah, he gets in. The shield battery's out of position. Boys are being pulled. Yeah, boys are being pulled so far. Nice control. Does weak back. Juggling is solid. A lot of probes going to be going down. He gets the entire mineral line. Every probe goes down. And NightMare, he's done it. NightMare, he has done it. He will take down the Void Ray just in time. The Void Ray goes down, the weapon finishes, GG gets called, and NightMare, he will take a 2-1 lead in the series. Whew, GG. GG, well played, and NightMare, this time he pops off. Again, game 2, he faked an all-in. Game 3, he goes for a real all-in, and MaxPax unfortunately went for the Stargate. As we were trying to emphasize, Stargate openers are very risky when it comes to trying to defend. Unfortunately, no shield battery. No shield battery specifically in the main base. There were 2 batteries at the natural, no battery in the main base. In the end, the main base was exposed, was vulnerable, and MaxPax, he failed to deny the drop into the main, as we had a full unload into the main base. And now NightMare needs one more. Uno más, papi. Uno más. Now, do we go again? Do we? The problem here, I feel, is that if NightMare goes for another proxy pylon, I think I want to see a proxy Stargate. I feel like it's too risky to commit. I feel like if he goes for a pylon, there's a very high chance that MaxPax goes for a robo opener instead. Very high chance. So either a fake out or a Stargate. One or the other. We'll see which one. So we're getting into potentially the final game of the series, the final game of the tournament. So spawning in the top left-hand corner of Magnatha, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. Representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the orange Protoss player, the orange Protoss himself, representing Streamer Zone. It is NightMare. Go. Our players are building up. And once again, we have a 2-gate open at NightMare, 2-gate open at MaxPax. Show us where's the pylon. No shot, he goes for a standard opener. Oh, game paused. As we do have a bit of a pause. Hopefully everything's okay. As I'm sure Uber Eats has arrived. So I'm checking. The food is here. But again, mind games have been flourishing so far for the past 2 games. Coming into game number 4, though, there's no probe, right? There's no probe out on the map, so it looks like we're seeing a standard opener out of NightMare, which I feel like is going to favor MaxPax. The probe is moving out. Okay, fake pylon. So NightMare is going for a fake out. Pylon gets thrown down. And how does MaxPax respond? If you remember, I would have wanted to see either a fake out or a proxy Stargate. And we're seeing a fake out, so I do like this. I do like this for NightMare. I do think this is a good move. It's a good call. Get into his head. And MaxPax, does he go for a robo? If he does, I'm liking NightMare's position. What's it going to be? Nice run, MaxPax. Stargate. Ah, okay. Does go for the Stargate. I like MaxPax's position now. So he goes for the Stargate opener. With this, he can go for Oracle Harass. He does send 2 probes out, so I don't blame him. But 2 workers are out on the map. And MaxPax, he should be able to get into a decent early game. As both players do expand. But again, MaxPax does have the earlier tech, the earlier Oracle. And it's going to be up to NightMare to keep up and to defend. To defend. To defend. Adept does shade in, does scout the Stargate, Oracle pops out, no major damage, and MaxPax does find the reinforcing pylon. So again, in general, this is a really strong early game for MaxPax. Shuts down the proxy, shuts down the scout, shuts down the Adept, the Oracle moves out. I'm concerned for NightMare. Oh. That gets a bit of hull damage, not bad. Ooh, coming in with the interception. Okay. Does attempt to come in. Reinforcing Oracle doesn't meet up with the first one, does head straight for the natural instead. Natural is more exposed. NightMare racing over. That's one. Whew, barely gets the one. Building up. Oh. MaxPax gets in. 1, 2, 3 probe kills, not bad. At the same time, MaxPax engaging with the army gets one Stalker. Decent pickoff. Oracle into the main base. NightMare does pull away in time. 2 probes get caught. NightMare, he's trying to catch out these Stalkers. Thanks to the speed zones of Stalkers, they do get away. And NightMare does not intercept in time. And MaxPax claims the third. And again, MaxPax has been ahead of this entire game. This entire game, MaxPax has had more workers, better economy, and soon to be the faster third. So we go MaxPax moving in. MaxPax moving in. Pushing in between the bases. Catching a couple of reinforcements. Up. Links in. Links in, zones away. We do have some defensive DTs, true. Up. Doesn't get baited. At the same time, DTs they get across the map. Do we have a detection? We have revelations. There's the first one. Revelation pops up. Oh, the move! No, the move command! NightMare! Move commands in. And the damage was okay, getting 7 probe kills across the map, but getting some damage here on the front lines as well, but NightMare's still so far behind. He's still down in workers, still down in supply, still down in army. Again, it's just been a shaky game here for NightMare. It's been rough. Like, these DTs was a Hail Mary play, and it's not worth it. If NightMare can find more damage, then maybe. I just saw in the chat. Buenos días, papi. Este Enki, papi. Este hermoso. Buenos días, papi. Buenos días. Ah. Hopefully everything's going well. As MaxPax does move in. Again, he's got a massive army supply lead, has a greater concave. I'm sure we have a shield over here, but it's just so much to overcome. That's gonna be 11 probe kills. Oracle's going ham in the natural. NightMare being overwhelmed. And we're looking to force the ace match. We're going the distance, we're going all the way. As NightMare can no longer keep up. The DTs was a nice touch, had potential, of course. Had potential. As NightMare down to 14 Stalkers, less than half. Less than half. GG gets called. And we are going to the ace match. GG. MaxPax will tie the series 2-2. We're going all the way to game number 5. Let's go. Let us go. Whew, we're going to game 5, and again, NightMare here just had a really rough start to the game. Winding it back, he did go for a fake proxy pylon. Unfortunately for NightMare, MaxPax went for a Stargate opener back at home. He went for the Stargate. With that, he was able to get an economic lead. He was able to kill workers with the Oracle. He was able to shut down the Adept Harass as well. MaxPax took an economic lead early. He never lost it. He never lost that lead. He also found the proxy pylon, found the proxy attempted Stargate, shut it down as well. Sorry, proxy gateway, I meant to say. And with that, we're going all the way to game 5, and we'll see what builds NightMare goes for this time. For the most part, it's been MaxPax reacting to NightMare, and we have seen NightMare actually catch MaxPax with his pants down. True, has happened quite a lot in this series. Can he do it again? Oh, good start in the week. Ah, true. Long week, pappy, long week. The Starfest qualifiers are this week as well. True. The Starfest qualifiers for the NA tournaments. We got Starfest. We got the SC2 Safe House as well. True. SC2 Safe House. But here we go. We're getting into the final game. The final game of the series. The final game of the tournament. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Pacheco and I, when casting, we say often, ay. Beautiful, baby, beautiful. Ah, I'm happy to hear. Enki, papi, Pacheco. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss, the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is NightMare. Happy to hear. Ah, beautiful. Yes, we are settling into that final game. Final game of the series. Also, I don't know if you saw, Enki, but this week we have the September finals for our Tuna Cup. For el atún, papi, el atún. Our September finals is tomorrow, is mañana. I think the expression "ay" is very Mexican expression. It is like Latino American, for sure. For sure. At least in my mind. As NightMare does go for the fake proxy pylon. And MaxPax, does he take the bait or does he go for a robo? Do we take the bait? Cybercore is done. Shows our take of choice. Ooh, as MaxPax, he does move out for the scout, and he will barely not spot the pylon, barely not. Does move past. Check some more standard proxy locations here in the center, and he does open up Stargate. At the same time, so does NightMare. And NightMare, with his own scout, he sees the Stargate. He can open up. He can open a Phoenix. He can go for a Phoenix opener instead. He can try to shut down. He can try to hard counter. Show us the Phoenixes. At the same time, we could go for an Oracle instead and try to race across the map and do equivalent damage, if not greater damage. And what's it going to be? As MaxPax doesn't know what's going on. MaxPax is in the dark. Stargate is complete. And he opens Oracle. Bold move. Okay, does open with the Oracle. Now, the goal here is... Checking the vision. Okay, the goal here, MaxPax doesn't know there's a Stargate, so there's no defense, right? There's no shield battery. No shield battery in the main base mineral line. Stalkers, they should be over at the natural. And there is an opening. At the same time, NightMare, he saw the Stargate, so NightMare, he should have units in the main. He should be ready. Here comes the Oracle. NightMare, he's racing over. Pylons in production. And the Stalkers are getting position. And we'll see what he can get done. We can see here MaxPax, he's ready as well. He's in the main. Oracle goes in. Does commit. Boys are being pulled, and the Oracle is going to go down. Oh, barely escapes. Barely gets away. 3 probe kills. It's okay damage, nothing amazing. Meanwhile, MaxPax, he rotates over towards the right-hand side. He's not going for the main, he's going for the natural instead, but likewise, NightMare is ready. Yeah, Stalker's in position. Second Oracle's moving out. Can NightMare keep up? As the Oracles, they make their way into the main. Only 2 Stalkers. Only 2, no shield battery. And probes are going down. And brutal damage, losing 4, 5. 5 probe kills, 6 even. And we shade in. We shade into the natural. NightMare, he's out of position. Probes are going down left and right, and this is critical damage. It's too much. 10 probes. 10 probe kills, and both Oracles are still alive. One Oracle finally goes down to the Phoenix. We have the one Phoenix. But again, that was just far too much. And MaxPax on 34. He's on 34 probes. He has a greater economy. Does catch the Oracle. Oracle goes down. And there's just one Phoenix left here for NightMare. Now, from the side of NightMare, we have a couple of choices here. 2 base all in. We could see 2 more gateways thrown down, a 3rd gateway, a proxy 4th gateway, just commit to a 2 base all in. Otherwise, we could see a Dark Shrine, I guess. But we would have already seen that by now. Getting a 3rd base is not the best option just because he's behind, he'll just fall further behind. We gotta make a choice. Do we expand or do we commit? Yep, there it is, 3rd gateway. 3rd gateway gets thrown down. And we're expecting... Oh. I was gonna say we're expecting a 4th gate. Yeah, let's go. He's going for the all-in. The probe moves out, proxy 4th gateway, so it's going to be a 2 base 4 gate all-in. MaxPax, he finds it. He finds the pylon. He knows, he just goes for the counterattack instead. NightMare out of position, is forced to cancel. NightMare, he tried to expand, probes are going down. And NightMare is just being pulled up. He's just being pulled apart. He's being pulled apart, Pappy. Yay. A bit of an awkward blink. Yeah, a little bit awkward. As MaxPax, he will lose a lot of Stalkers. From here, he pulls away. Oof. Bleeding out even more. MaxPax, he does fall quite far here in supply. Losing another Stalker. NightMare, he can go. He can do it. Send it, Pappy. Send it. Keep going. All the way. Jesus. Oh no! Does he notice? He does. Does a very nice bait. Very nice control. Baits out the stasis. We're gonna keep going. Oof. Phoenix goes down. Down goes the Phoenix. He's running out of steam, running out of momentum. Better concave here for NightMare. Links in. Gets another Stalker. NightMare is up by 7. He's up by 2nd, getting a proxy as well. Remember, NightMare is still all in. Oh no! He's still very all in. Boys are being pulled. And NightMare, he has to end it. He has to end it here and now. 7 more workers. At the same time, Oracle does harass across the map. NightMare, he defends. Does he notice the stasis traps? Does he notice? Up. Now pushing into the natural. It does bait out both. Oh, okay, let's go. Baits out both stage shots. Very nice. And now he can go in. I can try to force his way in. More pros being thrown away. They're tanking a lot of shots. MaxPax is catching up. Yeah, MaxPax trying to catch up here. There's another stage that he's falling back to. Highland gets shut down. No more shield batteries. Flush blink control. NightMare, can he do it? He's so close. So, more boys are being pulled, getting surrounded. And NightMare has to pull out. He has to get out of here. Ooh, bleeding out so many stalkers. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, losing far too much. He got surrounded. And MaxPax is now down in workers, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's on 3 bases. He's on 3 in XI. He can afford it. +1 is almost done. He's almost got +1. And NightMare, he just can't keep this up. Not anymore. It was close. Casito, papi, casito. It was so close. Did you have attempted surrounds? NightMare bleeding out even more stalkers here. And for the first time in a long time, NightMare, he'll fall behind in the stalker count. Has a smaller army. +1 is done. Better upgrades for MaxPax. NightMare gets into the mineral line. Killing some probes. NightMare now he expands a very late expansion. This is a little bit desperate here for NightMare. He's hoping that he can maybe get away with it. There's a chance, a very slim chance. But he cannot fight this. Yeah, he cannot fight head on. Yeah, NightMare is going to be punished. He will lose every single stalker here. And he cannot get away. If he blinks, I mean, MaxPax should just chase him. And that's going to be game. That's going to be the series. GG gets called. MaxPax will claim the series 3-2. And MaxPax is going to be this week's WardiTV Monday champion. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Again, NightMare, he had potential when it came to the opener, potential with the Stargate, but he was unable to deal damage. He lost more workers, so he was forced into the all-in. The all-in almost worked though. To be fair, the all-in almost worked, but alas, I barely ran out of steam. Shout out to MaxPax, he was not afraid to pull the boys multiple times. Yes, MaxPax, he was losing a lot of workers, and he even fell behind the worker count, but he had 3 bases. He could afford it. He could afford to lose workers. It didn't really matter as much. He can rebuild and reestablish and resaturate his bases. Meanwhile, NightMare could not. GG. GG, well played. With that, MaxPax did outscale, and MaxPax is our champion. Congratulations. Congratulations to MaxPax. Does claim it. Interview. Oh no. Not like this. Unfortunately, not unfortunately. But GG, well played. Congratulations. MaxPax will claim it. Take care, Inky. Take care. Take care, man. Take care. Don't make sense yet, yeah. Yeah, with that, GG, well played. A very intense back and forth here between our 2 players. Went all the way to the ace match. And again, NightMare, he had a crazy performance here. It's quickly switching our scenes over towards the bracket. And you can see that NightMare, he, again, as I mentioned before, he had the most difficult road to the finals. NightMare took down Rogue, took down Classic, took down Bjorn, and went all the way to the ace match against MaxPax. Really impressive play here from NightMare, popping off against every single race, and even against MaxPax, almost did win the series as well. Very well done here by NightMare. In the end, MaxPax does claim it, but NightMare, he had a crazy run here, crazy performance. Very impressed by NightMare. GG. GG. And with that, we are going to be wrapping up here for the day. I say for the day, we're going to be back actually in around 8 hours. In around 8 hours time, we should be live with our next broadcast. Bam, as you can see here, when it comes to our weekly schedule, it's going to be a very intense week of StarCraft. In the morning, we have the OC League Rising Star. That's going to be in around 8 hours time, followed by the Sparkling Tuna Cup that evening. We have the Pegasus Cup in the morning on Wednesday. We have Little League Cup. We have the Starfest qualifiers over the course of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And likewise, we have another WardiTV Monday as well. Remember, Wardi did skip a week of WardiTV Monday, so it looks like he wants to catch up. So we have another event on Friday. The WardiTV Monday Friday edition is going to be coming up as well. We have the Pongcast and some more Tuna Cup as well. All the StarCraft. Your return to the pigs. Yes, I know we've been busy, but we've been busy. I know. Unfortunately, we haven't had as much time to cover Pegasus Cup, but we should be there on Wednesday. Should be there. Busy week. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go try to get some rest and try to get some sleep. Otherwise, thanks so much. Give some love to another streamer out there, as we're gonna give someone a raid, of course. Give them a raid. See you there. Yes, see you there. When is the ZG event? The SE2 Safe House qualifier is going to be, let's have a look here, is going to be on Sunday, I believe. Yeah, on the 5th of October. The actual event itself is going to be on the 19th. On the 19th of October. 19th and 20th. So end of the month. That is going to be the SE2 Safe House. Last time we were the B stream. I don't know if we'll be the B stream again. I don't know if they need a B stream, so we'll probably reach out and see what happens, see what goes on. We'll likewise reach out about the qualifier as well. But otherwise, we are wrapping up for the time being. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for the support. And we'll see you guys next time. Till then, hasta luego. Ciao. Bye. Ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.